Hey guys, this is Travis Hershberger. I'm going to give you guys a look at my 2012 Kansas City Chiefs 2000 or 7-round mock draft. It's my first video, so it's for all you Chiefs fans looking out there for someone to give their idea of a 7-round mock draft. In the first round, I think the Chiefs could pick between a couple players. It's David DeCastro, Luke Kuechly, Dontari Poe. I've heard Ryan Tannehill. On all honesty, I think Tannehill will go to the Dolphins at number 8. I don't like Dontari Poe. I think he's going to be a huge bust for somebody because he didn't have much production in college, even at Memphis, playing in that conference, which was terrible. But I don't know. I don't think that Dontari Poe would be good. I think he might end up like the Chiefs pick Ryan Sims in 2002, who was just an absolute bust. So, um, I think the Chiefs are going to pick between David DeCastro and Luke Kuechly. Luke Kuechly is an all-around great tackler. He's been compared to Derek Johnson, who is just an all-around great tackler who can speed to the ball, and he's just a ball hawk. But I'm going to have the Chiefs taking David DeCastro here because if they take David DeCastro, that provides depth on their line, and he'll likely start over Ryan Lilja. He's a beast run blocker. You got, think about it, Eric Winston, John Asamoah, Rodney Hudson, David DeCastro, and Brandon Albert locking up the line to open holes for Peyton Hillis and Jamal Charles. Uh, and I love it, but uh, I think the Chiefs will definitely take David DeCastro there, who's supposed to be the best guard coming out of college since Steve Hutchinson. My second round, I have the Chiefs taking Devin Still, who was the son of Art Still, who was a great Chief and a hero in Kansas City. So um, I I think that would be a great pick if he's still there. If he's not still there, there's plenty of other defensive tackles like there's a couple guys from Michigan State who could who are big bodies who can lock up that line. They could be a lot of them have been compared to what's his face Albert Hainsworth. There's Gerald Worthy. Will probably go in the first round. There's Devin Still. There's Josh Chapman. There's Alameda Tamu from Washington and Mike Martin from Michigan. But I think if Devin Still is there, that's who the Chiefs are going to pick up at defensive tackle for the second round. My third round pick, I'm going to take Vontaze Burfict, who is just an absolute beast. If you go on YouTube and type in his name, he blows up players or blows up. He he blows up runners and quarterbacks. He can bomb through offensive linemen. If you look at that, nobody can block him. His only issue is his off the field issues, which is why his draft stock has gone down. He used to be a good first round pick in earlier months before. Now it's about a couple days until the draft, but um, I think if you can fix Vontaze Burfict's problems off the field, he's going to be an absolute beast. And the Chiefs have drafted Justin Houston and John Baldwin, who all have off the field issues, and they've fixed that over the past couple of years or over the last year. So I think if they want to, draft for best player available, Vontaze Burfict is just an absolute beast. He's a or he's really the best selection there. But you could also get him in lower rounds, like the fifth or sixth round. But um, I think he's definitely worth a third round pick. Fourth round pick, the Chiefs could go in the area of a cornerback or a quarterback. I think the Chiefs should go quarterback. I think they're going to draft. I think they're going to draft Kirk Cousins out of Michigan State, who is just a beast. He's a great leader, and he'll definitely compete for the position. But if the Chiefs are really, they're quiet in free agency at the quarterback. I know they got Brady Quinn, but maybe the Chiefs only got Brady Quinn because they were looking for him to be a third string. Because in all honesty, what if the Chiefs draft Brandon Weeden in the second round or so to give Castle competition? But that's just a stretch. But Kirk Cousins here in the fourth round. The next round, I'm going to go to cornerback, and my best cornerback available would be Chase Minifield. Probably would be the best uh, cornerback available out of Virginia, unless they could somehow pick up Brandon Boykin from Georgia, uh, who may fall that far. But I'm gonna go with Chase Minifield in the fifth round. Uh, then for the sixth round, I'll have the Chiefs. They're really gonna start drafting for best player available. They might go after a power back or a speed back, but I think they will go with a running back in the fifth round or the sixth round. Uh, but the sixth round, there could be Terrence Ganaway from Baylor, who played with RG3 at Baylor, but he's supposed to be a power back. He's 6 foot 239, so he's obviously a beast. So I'd say take him, and if he develops in training camp and Peyton Hillis doesn't produce this year the way they'd like him to under Brian DeBoll, um, I think that they could have another power back in line to complement Charles. But in the seventh round, they have two picks, so I'm gonna go with tight end from Oklahoma, um, James Hanna from Oklahoma. He's 6'4", 252. He's supposed to go in sixth or seventh round. To me, he is probably a steal. I think he's a good steal. If the Chiefs decide next year, if Matt Castle doesn't produce the way they'd like him to this year, who knows? Maybe they might draft Landry Jones next year or something, and they'll have Hannah here. And also in the seventh round, I think the Chiefs could go after another wide receiver, or could go after just their first wide receiver, um, who could be a steal actually. Yeah, he Ryan Broyles. Ryan Broyles from Oklahoma, who's I know he has injury problems. He's only 5'10", 192, but he's projected to go third or fourth round. But if he falls, that'd be great. There could be Tommy Streeter or Jeff Fuller. Uh, Another guy that I really like is Marvin McNutt, who's out of Iowa, who could reunite with Ricky Stanzi and Tony Moeaki. Um, so he could be an option there. He's 6'3", 216. But that's going to be my seventh round mock draft. So David DeCastro, round one. Devin Steele, round two. Vontaze Burfict, round three. Round four, Kirk Cousins. Round five, Chase Minifield. Round six, who did I take round six? Oh, Ganaway from Baylor, who's a beast. Seventh round, James Hanna, tight end, and the last seventh round pick or could be that Marvin McNutt out of Iowa. or Ryan Broyles if he ends up falling that far. Um, but there you have it. Shout out, go Chiefs.